All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I got ourselves a hilarious article to go over with you guys today. This one's from True Achievements, and it's talking about the fact that Xbox's Avowed is apparently, according to them, one of the biggest RPGs of 2025 so far. I am not kidding. They are even trying to say that Avowed is bigger than Monster Hunter Wilds. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Avowed, the game that hit a Steam concurrent player count of 19,198. It's somehow a bigger success than Monster Hunter Wilds, a game that hit almost 1.4 million concurrent players on Steam, all because of Game Pass, ladies and gentlemen. I am not kidding you. So let's get into this article, guys, from True Achievements. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So the headline caught my attention, and it said Xbox got 4 major RPGs in early 2025. Which was the biggest? We are bringing you the Xbox RPG player counts from early 2025 and placing them in order of the most to least popular, including Avowed and Monster Hunter Wilds. We've collated the Xbox RPG player counts from early 2025 to give you a look into the levels of popularity of all 4 AAA games released in the genre. While it's no surprise that Avowed was the most played, how did Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Monster Hunter Wilds fare alongside JRPGs like Dragon Pirate Yakuza? So again, it says 3 major RPGs and a JRPG released in early 2025. We found that Avowed was the most popular among Xbox players. No way, dude. No way. I am shocked, I tell you. I am shocked. You mean to tell me that the game that was made for the Xbox platform, the game that was meant to be feeding the Game Pass machine, you mean to tell me that the game that was available for free for all Game Pass subscribers somehow is the most played game on Xbox? There ain't no way, cuh. There ain't no way. That's unbelievable. What the fuck? Obsidian's game was released into Xbox Game Pass, giving it a massive player boost. Exactly, because without Game Pass, this game will be dead, right? This game will be absolutely dead. We already know that. Nobody would have bought this game. They would have waited for a sale, and Obsidian would be cooked. And to be honest with you, Obsidian is cooked anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, Game Pass are not sales, right? So you can subscribe to Game Pass, play this game in its entirety, and nobody would care. And you essentially bought it for a small price of like, what, $15.99 or something like that? Who really knows? We were lucky enough to have 4 high-quality games that would slot right into Beck's Xbox RPGs in early 2025. So we worked out the most popular of these AAA releases using a gameplay data sample from over 3.1 million active Xbox accounts, courtesy of our partnership with Game Trends, which draws most of its data from sources beyond True Achievements. In the list below, I've taken the player counts from our representative sample using the first week of data. I've got their initial position from our weekly Xbox charts and compared each game's player count to Avowed, the most popular RPG from earlier 2025. Obviously, like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza, in Hawaii is categorized as a JRPG, but I think it swims in the same pool as these other games, bro. The amount of cope to try to convince people that Avowed is the most popular, right? Like, why are we now celebrating games that are the most rented, right? I don't understand. Where is this even coming from? It's coming from a place of either cope, or it's coming from a place of studios that are desperately trying to utilize Game Pass numbers as some form of metric of success, which is ridiculous. Same thing Ubisoft is doing with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Who cares how many players you have, my guy? If you are selling a game that is not a free-to-play game and is not a live service game, I don't care about how many players you have. I care about how many sales you had. And none of you want to talk about sales because you guys are not selling. Quite frankly, Assassin's Creed Shadows sold way more than Avowed ever did. Nobody cared about Avowed. Nobody cared about Avowed to the point where they wanted to own it. Very few people ever actually did. For the most part, people were checked out and they just wanted to say, okay, well, I'll check it out on Game Pass, or I'll wait for a super sale, right? $5, $7, whatever the case would be. I'll wait for a super sale and then I'll pick it up. So then it says comparing the 4 will give you a better sense of just how well the games have performed. So here's the full list of the most popular RPGs. Okay, so number 1, they have Avowed at number 4 most popular Xbox game from February 24th to March 2nd. Monster Hunter Wilds minus 44.3% players compared to Avowed's first week, and number 11 most popular Xbox game from March 3rd to March 9th. Imagine trying to downplay Monster Hunter Wilds on Xbox to prop up Avowed, which was the Game Pass game on Xbox. It's literally being given away. of course is going to be the number 4 most popular Xbox game. When you don't have to pay for the game and you have access to the game for free, essentially with Game Pass, then yes, I gotta imagine that a lot of people are gonna download them. Is this based off playtime or is this based off downloads? Like, what's the deal here? And so it says that 11 most popular Xbox game from March 3rd to March 9th, ironically, and then Kingdom Come Deliver. Oh, so it jumped up from 44.3% players compared to Avowed's first week. It jumped up to the 11th most popular game on Xbox the week following. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I gotta imagine, KCD2 is not an Xbox game. I gotta imagine, right? I'm gonna use the same excuse these losers do all the time. They like to say, well, Assassin's Creed Shadows is not a PC game. It's a console game. Dragon Age Veilguard is not a PC game. It's a console game. There's all this cope, and all these studios have completely died because of it. And now Ubisoft had to sell with Tencent in order to make some new subsidiary to save their asses because of their failures the last couple of years. But that's neither here nor there. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a very niche RPG. I'm actually surprised it did so well, to be honest with you, because the first one was extremely niche, popular over time, of course, as people bought it on sale and got experience with it. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 hitting it out the water, I mean, that is insane. And I don't really consider it to be an Xbox game, but that's fine. Let's see how it did on Xbox. Minus 85.7% players for the slot of number 34 most popular Xbox game from February 10th to February 16th. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, minus 97.3% players. Number 185 most popular Xbox game from February 24th to March 2nd. Were any of these games Game Pass games? Now, I know Monster Hunter Wilds not a Game Pass game. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I'm sure, was not a Game Pass game. And I don't think Pirate Yakuza was, at least not day one. And if it is, you can correct me, but let me see if I can find out. Yeah, as you guys can see here, as of March 30th, Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is not available on Xbox Game Pass and requires a separate purchase. So these people are not, like, they're comparing non-Game Pass games to a Game Pass game. They're trying to say Avowed is so popular because everybody's playing it. It's the number 4 most popular Xbox game. Look how great Avowed is. It's like, bro, you are trying to compare yourself. Oh my God, dude. You are a Game Pass game. You are the whore of the group. You are the fat chick that's in the group of hot girls. That's literally what it is, bro. You are the fat chick in the group of hot girls, right? Monster Hunter Wilds is banging, right? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, great RPG. Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza, unbelievably fucking fun. I cannot wait to finish reviewing that game. And then you got Avowed, the Game Pass game, the game that's getting hoarded out, it's getting rented out, and it's trying to celebrate itself because it is the one that got fucked the most. What the hell is going on here? I cannot believe the insane levels of cope that some of these journalists will be willing to go to just to try to make their shill video game seem more popular than the big boys. You can't hang with the big boys, man. The obvious omission here on the AAA development levels, Assassin's Creed Shadows, because I'm waiting on the full first week of data. The incomplete data suggests it is on track to finish a third among these games between Monster Hunter Wilds and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Until we have the full player count, I will leave it omitted. Yeah, of course you're going to leave it omitted because it's not going to look good, right? Shadows is not going to look good in comparison. It's going to get cooked by these 3 games here on the bottom. So again, ladies and gentlemen, even they have to admit when they talk about Avowed, it says it is by far and away the most popular of the 4 games they've listed, with over 2/3 more players in second place Monster Hunter Wilds. The reason? Xbox Game Pass. Of course, because Xbox Game Pass allows you to freaking have the game for free. You are essentially celebrating being the most rented game out of the 4, while these other 3 games are celebrating massive successes, especially Monster Hunter Wilds, and they sold so many copies. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 sold so many copies. They're making their way to the freaking bank. You're over here like, well, at least we got rented by way more people. At least people weren't willing to buy our game, and they decided to try our game. That's got to count for something, right? We got a participation trophy, right? It's so damn sad, bro. I cannot believe what I'm reading right now. So at the end of the day, this is why they consider Avowed to be more successful, right? More successful than Monster Hunter Wilds, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza. They're trying to claim that because of the amount of players that checked it out, the amount of players that tried it, it was the number 4 most popular game on Xbox. But they forget to mention until halfway through the article, when most people have already checked out, that it's because of Game Pass that this is even possible, and it doesn't equate to sales in the slightest, just like Assassin's Creed Shadows, and they are going to still be reeling from it at some point in time later down the line. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.